Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on 790 The Bet. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. We close out this week's show, which we call the fastest 90 minutes in outdoor radio programming on this March the 19th, 2022. And we are talking Red Crest. It's coming up. The Major League Fishing's Tournament of the Year is coming up in Tulsa next weekend, Wednesday through Sunday. And we're ready to talk to the guy that's been doing it a while. He's still out of Arkansas. He lives in God's country as far as I'm concerned. He's been doing it a long time. I bet he's still got that same win-it-all attitude, and that's our good friend Mark Davis. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Larry.
Good to have you, and Ron Wong is hanging on as he's on the road, and if we lose Ron, we'll continue this show without Ron. Are you still there, Ron?
I'm still here.
All right, Ron is still here. So let's talk Red Crest. Yeah.
I want to see you win it, buddy.
Did you hear that, Ron? Did you hear that, Mark?
I heard that, Ron. Yeah, we'll be working at it hard, buddy.
Well, let's talk about it, man. I mean, 41 of y'all there. We're coming up next Wednesday through Sunday. The excitement of Major League Fishing. Mark, talk about that from the competitor side, because I don't want to, but, you know, you became the first pro. I remember the 1995 Bassmaster Classic, won it, Angler of the Year title, won it, went to the White House. Goodness gracious. And look where we are right now in Red Crest, $300,000, top prize, 41 anglers, and you're there. So let's talk about the ambition as you head into Tulsa next week.
Well, I look for it to be a great tournament. You know, I've been watching. Of course, we can't be on the lake. It's been off limits now for quite some time. We had such a bad spring.
Yeah.
A lot of,
yeah.
you know, cold and ice, and
yeah.
a lot of guys, and myself included, didn't get to go over there and look at the lake before it went off limits. But I've been watching the weather and watching the water level, and the level is low,
yes.
you know, a couple feet low.
Yes.
And stable. And the lake should be in great shape color-wise. The water should be clear. And, I mean, looking at this long-range forecast, you know, there's not any real bad cold fronts coming. We're going to have some fronts, but they're not, you know, detrimental where it's going to get down in the teens or the 20s. So it's going to take a lot of fish to do well in this one.
And a lot of fish, as we were talking about. These tournaments are made to catch fish, Mark. I mean,
they are, yes, sir.
And you're one of the original Major League Fishing anglers, if I'm not mistaken. What is it about this thing that excites someone that's been in the league and been a competitor so long? Why? What do you like about this?
Well, when you go to a 2-pound minimum, which is a pretty dang nice bass.
Yes,
that's
it is.
16-inch bass.
That is, yeah.
And every fish counts, you know, throughout the day. And the way, especially in the springtime, the way fishing changes every day is a new day. You know, conditions change. They're on a spinnerbait today, and they won't bite it tomorrow. You got to slow down. You got to go deep. You got to do, you know, you constantly have to change.
Yeah.
It is, in my opinion,
yes,
it is the most challenging format ever. Because, you know, when you're fishing, and I'm not knocking a 5-fish a limit tournament at all. Don't get me wrong. I love them. I fished them my whole life. When I started, we were weighing in 10, then it went to 7, then it went to 5.
Yes, yeah.
But when every scoreable bass counts, it's a whole new ball game. And you think about it this way. You know, in a 5-fish limit, if you've got a good group of fish found, or a good area, or a good pattern, whatever the case may be, and you can catch you 5 nice fish, you know, before 10, 11, 12 o'clock on day one of a multi-day event.
Yeah.
You just kind of, you know, go hunt for a big one, or you go practice, but you're not in idle. You're still fishing, but the pressure's off.
The pressure's off.
The pressure's off.
Yeah.
In this event, In this format, the pressure is never off. Because if you're leading or you're inside the cut, those guys are coming and they're catching them, and you've got to keep catching them. So it challenges you to always have to figure out, how do I catch one more fish, or how do I catch 5 more? I've got to find a new area, and it's a whole different ball game.
You can't think about Sunday on Wednesday, can you, Mark?
No, you can. You cannot.
No,
you cannot.
And that's you can have a great day 1, day 2, Wednesday and Thursday, and then you get the top 20 based on the 2-day total. Then the remaining 20 anglers are split into 2 groups, and then you come up 10 guys in this and 10 guys in that. Then Saturday there's 10 of you, and then the top 5 come in, and then there you are on Sunday. But it's so much pressure, and Ron has covered a lot of these events, and Ron, you know that from being there as a spectator, and also that this is a grueling tournament. I think about that. Not only the mental side, Mark Davis, but the physical side, Mark. And
the physical side's tough, especially on old folks.
Oh, now, Mark, you're not 59 yet, okay? You're still a young pup, Mark. Let's don't get into this, because you know how old me and Wong are. Combined, we're more than Methuselah. So let's don't get into this. But there is that, and Ron, you know that lake. So we kill it. We can't say, as I told Dustin, I saw a quote from Edwin Evers saying it could be anywhere from 45 to 90 pounds on the last day. So, golly, that's...
Well, and Mark, I think you are one of the most versatile...
Got to be, yeah. We must have lost him. I'm assuming he said you were... Yeah, one of the most... there you are, Ron.
And at Grand Lake, you're going to have to establish a pattern, or maybe 2 plan Bs.
2 plan Bs.
How does the lake set up as probably a pre-spawn bite on Grand Lake?
Yeah, it's going to set up really, really good from top to bottom. Of course, the upper end of the lake will have a lot of color, and fish up there. There'll be a lot of shallow fish fishing in less than 5 feet of water.
Yeah.
And then you go down the lake, and the water, Grand is some people would call it clear. It's not clear like an Ozark, like a lake over here around my home.
Yeah.
But there will be deeper fish down there to be caught possibly, but it could all be wide open, the whole lake, and it's going to spread out, and it's going to gobble up 41 anglers. The lake's going to fish huge.
That's right. You're not
so if you can figure something out, and get something going, a technique, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Oh man, it could take a whole lot of weight every day just to stay in the ball game.
That's amazing.
You could get blown out there if you have one bad day. I could see, you get so far behind that you couldn't, because it's all about making the top 10.
All about making the top 10.
Yeah.
It's all
Mark,
about.
You're back in a Bass Cat boat now, and
Yeah.
of course you still have Lew's and Strike King. What do these companies mean to you?
Well, they're the lifeblood of what we do.
Yes.
You can imagine. I'm out here talking to a friend of mine. You were talking about buying diesel right now. You pull in with 2 big diesel trucks with 30-gallon tanks and have to fill them both up, and that diesel's over $4 a gallon now. At $5, right at $5 around here.
Yeah, here too.
Yeah, without those sponsors, there's just no way to stay out there. So, and it's great to have sponsors that make it a really good product. And Strike King, Lew's, Bass Cat, all these guys.
Yes, yeah.
They make stuff that you can actually use, and stuff you don't have to defend. There's nothing worse than having a product sponsor, a sponsor that you have to defend their product.
Yeah, I don't.
Guys come up, I bought one of those, Strike Kings, or bought one of those X brand baits and it broke. It's nice to have be with the kind of companies that make the good stuff.
Yeah, well, I think before we let Mark go, I loved your video on fish monkeys. I love fish monkeys. I mean, that's
yes.
Those folks have been great to Outdoors of Larry Ray products and things like. I wear them. Ron wears them. You can see Ron. Yep. I've got some.
Tim is good people.
Yes, they are wonderful people there. But Mark, we appreciate you, buddy. We got to let you go. We'd love to talk to you again in a couple of weeks after you win it, if we can squeeze you in. Okay, you don't probably need 300,000, but somebody else might. I don't know. So,
well, I think I'd take it.
I think you would too. I think Tilly will take it. I know that. Okay,
yeah,
buddy.
I guarantee you.
All right, buddy. All right. Have a great one. We hope to talk to you down the road, Mark Davis. Okay, buddy.
All right. All right, guys. I appreciate y'all. Have a good one.
All right, thanks. All right. Before we get out of here, thank Ron Wong for being with us these last two segments, Rob. Safe travels, Ron, up there at Brush Piles. Tell everybody hello. Let me tell you what's on next week's show, because we are going to talk to David Hagel down at Bass Pro Shops at the Pyramid, because Bass Pro Shops is getting ready to have their 50th anniversary World Fishing Fair, March 30th through April 3rd. And we're going to have David on to talk about that next week. And don't forget, April the 2nd will be our spring turkey show. Going to be got a lot of great fun. Ron, again, thank you, buddy. What do we always say? It doesn't cost an extra cent to be a good sport. And what else, Ron? God bless the USA.